Hey, how's it going, you guys? This is petplatypus here, and it's time to review episode 146 of Hunter x Hunter. My first single review for a while, but hey, I caught up. Hooray, hippie, hooray, yahoo. So, yes, I'm now caught up on the anime. And this episode was good. I think it was recommended for a live reaction, but I didn't because I don't really have time. But, I mean, I watched it, and it was really, really good, but I don't think I needed, like, a live reaction for this episode. So it's basically, Gon meets Jing. That's officially done. He meets him, and he starts crying, and he's apologizing for Kite, and he says Kite got turned into a little girl. So I guess he was told off-screen about the whole Chimera Ant thing with Colt and the little thing calling itself Kite that we saw a few episodes back. So that's kind of, like, weird that that was told to him off-screen. But basically, Jing is just trying to kind of give him some fatherly advice, but kind of half-ass his way through it at the same time, and tells him to apologize and how friends should apologize. And I guess he says some okay things, you know, because he's kind of just pulling it out of his ass at the moment. And Gon's gonna leave, and all the crowd just turn on Jing and start talking shit to him, and it's fucking hilarious. And they're like, Leorio should punch you again, and that was the best. And he's talking shit back to the crowd. And before Gon can leave, they're like, you have to cast a vote between Leorio or Periston, and Gon ends up voting for Periston, and then they're like, what, isn't Leorio your friend? And he's like, yeah, but Leorio wants to be a doctor, so he can't be chairman. Gon's fucking simplistic logic. So yeah, Periston ends up winning, and there's a funny scene where Cheetle gets hit on the head with like an imaginary rock, because she got totally destroyed. That was funny. Then he just, and Periston literally just resigns and walks out. And then we get this really good scene where Cheetle walks up, and he also made her the vice chairman before he resigned. And she walks up to him and starts yelling at him, and he's talking to her about how he liked Netero and how anytime he would say something that would be annoying or Netero would be happy. And you see him like not make a happy face for once. And you see him like wipe it. You don't see his tear, but you see him go like this from like the back. And I'm like, Periston, whoa, there's a character here besides scumbags. That was pretty awesome. Keeping my eye on him, but yeah, so I guess Cheetle will be either the chairman now, or because he resigned. I mean, they're not going to have a whole nother election, are they? She's probably just going to be chairman, I guess, but yeah, there's that. So it was great to see Gon actually meet Jing, and that scene with Periston was really cool because it showed more insight to his character. So far the episode's off to an amazing start. Then we finish with Killua and Iluka and Illumi, and we get Illumi, and he's walking up. He basically figures everything out, which we kind of already knew, how something calls Killua Killua and Iluka calls him brother, and how the wishes go, and how something won't ask for ridiculous requests because, you know, a difference between command and wish. And what ends up happening is he sends Illumi home in a really cool way where he wakes up something and he's just like, send him home, and it's got like this epic, I think it was the music they played when Netero would do epic shit, so you know that's epic music. And they send Illumi home. That was funny. Well, it was more epic than funny, but when he first, like, when he got home and he was just in the same room as everyone else, that was kind of funny. But yeah, then Killua wants to be alone, and he basically talks to something about how, yeah, you can never come out again, and it's all sad because he's like, I love you, and he makes the face, that's the thumbnail. Well, the thumbnail face is a little bit later in the episode, but it's basically the same face. And, I might use that as my thumbnail. I just thought of another image that might be a good thumbnail, but anyways, he makes this face regardless, with like the squiggly eyes, and like the mouth is all squiggly also. And, yeah, it's kind of sad, and Killua's crying, and then Iluka comes back out, and Iluka's really mad at him, and he calls something back out, and he basically says, don't grant any more wishes, and I'm wondering, like, I'm sitting here like, is it really that easy? Is it really so easy that you can just say, don't do wishes anymore, and it's fixed? That's kind of weird, but we'll see where things go. I don't know if that's, like, a permanent solution, like, okay, everything's good to go now, or if he will grant wishes at some point, but we'll see where things go. But it was definitely a nicely done scene that was, you know, emotional, and it can kind of even make you laugh just because of the silly face that Iluka has, but not in, like, laugh in, like, it's a super distracting way. It's just, like, it adds to it, kind of. Because it makes that scary looking face, which, I mean, it's not, admittedly, it's not totally scary, but This is a much cuter version. And, yeah, but I mean, that happens, and that's pretty much the whole episode. And then the mom says something to Subone, the old lady the grandma made. She says, I took a restriction off Killua or something like that. So I don't know what that is, but yeah, it was just a really well done episode. Animation was actually very good considering there was no action. Just whenever the characters were crying, they really put a lot of shine in the eyes and the way the tears would flow and everything. So the animation was great. The pacing was great. The content was really, really good. There was definitely a large amount of progression. And yeah, I'm just waiting to see how the rest of this arc wraps up. I mean, it seems like the arc could end here, maybe one more episode of wrap-up, but then there's 148 episodes total, and this is only 146, so I guess there's going to be a little bit more. Gon has to talk to Jing again, probably return the card like we see in the opening. Probably apologize to the child-girl version of Kite or whatever. That'll definitely be an interesting conversation. I want to see how much this girl resembles the original Kite in terms of just, like, personality and everything. I doubt they'll look the same, because that usually never happens with the ants, but yeah. Plus it's a girl, but, you know, and probably still young. But yeah, I thought it was a really, really great episode. I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10 episode of Hunter x Hunter. It didn't totally blow my socks off for an 11, but it's definitely going to get a 10 out of 10. I thought it was really, really fucking great. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Tell me what you guys thought of this episode of Hunter x Hunter. I don't usually have to say that. But yeah, thanks for watching, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.